Hello, good evening, everybody. I'm your host, Clip, the host of the Clubhouse Sports Report, live right here, Leesburg, Virginia, Loud County area. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I'll talk to you about the fact that Ben Simmons has made a trade package for James Harden. Disable on that note right there. Told you guys about the fact that Cody and Brandi Rhodes are gonna unknowingly have their first kid, baby New Year 2021, which is something that a lot of people did not see coming at all, but surprising is right there. And what could it mean? What could it mean for both Cody and Brandi Rhodes? Thiago Santos poses to his interest. Yana, Kunitskaya, Jarvis Landry calls out. Let's see, Marcus Peters' account for spitting at him. Well, that will be all the news I will have for today, ladies and gentlemen. Just for now. On that note, right there, our Truth is hosting the 24/7 champ. He's hosting the 2020 WWE Slammy Awards next week. So that's all the news you need to know just for now, everybody. Just for now. And Deshaun Watson could be in trouble, by the way, and his teammates could be in trouble because they unknowingly violated COVID-19 protocols by the fact that he launched an opening for Deshaun Watson's restaurant, Lefty's Cheesecake, and not looking good there. They could face a fine for that. So that's all news I'm going to tell you. First things first, ladies, I'm going to start things off with just the fact that, see here, that Ben Simmons trade package, even trade packages for the Sixers, by the way, and just for the Rockets to get James Harden. Is why James Harden, something wants out, push up the media, says he was training at ATL in Vegas, but he was partying or attending Lil Baby's birthday, and obviously he passed 6 COVID tests. Good news there. And then next thing you know it right there, he simply says that, I did say he was training, in Vegas and ATL for sure for the season. Season's next week. The NBA season's next week, everybody. So he said that, but clearly, what I don't get is why would he say that he's wants to be Rockets? First, he says he wants to leave the Rockets for good. Then he says he wants to be with the Rockets. It's like a makes zero sense. James Harden, pick your poison. Pick your poison. It's just that simple. Either James Harden, it's going to be James Harden taking the red pill, by the way. States that he can consider a stat. Someone wants to be the Rockets, even though he's got no interest there. But if he ends up taking the white pill, for sure, finally leaves the Rockets high and dry, goes to Sixers, even though Ben Simmons is a trade package for James Harden, by the way, for possibly James Harden, for sure that. For James Harden, he can go to the Sixers, Nets with Kyrie Irving and Durantula, KD, the Heat with Jimmy Buckets and Tyler Hero and Bam Bam Adebayo, or with the Celtics with Jason Tatum. So, what's gonna be James Harden MVP? Because James Harden is just condoning himself in a particular manner. It's just an unlikely manner. This is uncalled for. James showed up late to practice. So at the media day, it's unlike him. So James Harden, you better pick your poison. Because the deadline, the trade deadline is in March of 2021. So James Harden, you better pick your poison. Pick your poison. You got. I mean, seasons next week. So James Harden, you better pick your poison, James Harden, because if you don't, then that's that. That's that. So I don't understand why he's gonna say, "I want to stay with the Rockets." That's unlike him. He says wants to leave the Rockets for good and wants to be in pursuit. I mean, and doesn't even want to have no part of J Wall, no Boogie Cousins. So James Harden, please do the fans a favor, all right? Leave the Rockets, all right? Leave the Rockets. That's very simple. So clearly, guess what this for the means here. So James Harden just could be done, all right? Be done with the Rockets. Go on with your business. Go sign any offer with any franchise of your any other team out there that are playoff material, legit contenders that you want to make contenders. Please do so on that, because James Harden, if you don't, then in your career, it's a bad look for your career. I'm sorry, James Harden, but you got to think before you got to take responsibility for your acts. That's what you got to do, James Harden. So clearly, James Harden, you got to get some help there. Really, you do. So James Harden, wake up, bail out of the Rockets for once, and just for once, leave the Rockets. All right, just leave the Rockets. It's just very simple. So that's that. All right, leave the Rockets. It's that. No, just simple. Leave the Rockets. All right, and then for you to say that you're gonna consider, you know, staying, they're lies. This is a credit. I know it's BS, but they're a cradle of lies. We all know it. So this is James Harden exposing himself to the entire world, lying to himself, lying to himself, the fans, the viewers, the subscribers, all the worldwide audiences, the media crews, the sponsors, the broadcasters, everybody. Someone's gonna stay where he's at. No's not buying to that. Nobody is. James Harden is gonna do what he must. Leave the Rockets. Please, James Harden, just leave the Rockets. Just give the fans what they really, really want. That's all you gotta do. James Harden. That's that. To James Harden, leave the Rockets. That's that. That's that. All right, now then, I just want to point out here that Cody and Brandi Rhodes have made an unexpected announcement that nobody saw coming, because they're gonna have baby New Year 2021, which is why the first illustrious careers, Cody and Brandi Rhodes, are gonna have their first kid, their first kiddo, in 2021. Now, some of you are gonna ask, could this be the end of? Could this, particularly in Cody Rhodes' career, and even Brandi Rhodes' career, say the least on that note, maybe could this eventually lead to Cody Rhodes and Brandi Rhodes' tenures in AEW coming to a close? Now, they aren't going to be on paternity leave, which they will, but Cody is one of the most decorated wrestlers in pro wrestling history, which he is a former WWE superstar, former TNT, former AEW TNT champ. And the fact is that Cody's going to be a dad. Congrats. First of all, congrats to them for sure. But man, no one saw it coming last night when they made this unknown announcement. And first it was Jon Moxley and Renee Paquette, or Renee Young. Now they're going to have their first kid. Now the biggest names in the mall, or actually two of the biggest names in the mall, Cody and Brandi, to have their first kid. That is a rim-shutting bombshell, if you ask me. But it's a massive game changer, which can affect their careers. But the question is, will they come back in 2021 when this kid is out, or could they have another announcement looming for them that they may make And could this lead to them taking the final curtain call? So fans, or some of them just calling it a career, you know? So ladies and gents, let me know in the comment section if this is the end of the era for Cody and Brandi. The fact that they're gonna have their kiddo, don't know if it's a boy or a girl. That's what no one knows. That's what nobody knows yet. So clearly, Cody and Brandi, that's all there is I got to say on that note. So congrats. I mean, well, seriously, the fact is, this could potentially end their careers, and honestly, this is pretty much something a lot of fans didn't see coming. So Cody and Brandi may have another announcement looming for them, which could have them called a career, and it could lead to retirement, early retirement, by the way. So are Cody and Brandi, even though they're having a kiddo on the run, don't know if it's a boy or girl, are they considering retirement next? That's the real question. A lot of you guys are going to ask, stemming from the fact that they're having a kiddo on the run in 2021, baby new year 2021. So, your thoughts about that? You think that's gonna ensue? Please leave them in the comment section. I will address the response to everybody, and that's all the best. That's all the news there is to it. Wish nothing but best in the future endeavors, and that will be all I'm gonna say on that note right there. And that's all there is. Also, ladies and gentlemen, another topic I want to get into: Jarvis Landry calls Marcus Peters a coward. The fact that Marcus Peters spat on Jarvis Landry. By the way, my goodness, this is just uncalled for. Clearly, it is. But come on, spit in the face of the Browns. This is uncalled for. Look, even though the Browns would have won that game for sure, they'd be like 10-4. But that's fine. Even though Ravens and Browns, I mean, there's some battle between them though. But spitting on them, that's for example, because playoffs, they're around the corner. And honestly, this is pretty much a late playoff game. Playoffs started early, but that's what I'm going to say on that note right there, everybody. So clearly, that Marcus we consider apologizing to Jarvis Landry for trying to spit on him, and honestly, not looking good. They're really not looking good there. I can tell you that right now, everybody. And that's all the news I'll have to say on that note right there. So Marcus Peters, coward, trash, spitting on Jarvis Landry. This is uncalled for. During the Browns lost the Ravens yet again. This is unacceptable. It really is clear. Something's got to be said about that. But that's all I'm just going to have to say on that note. Everybody, that's all there is to say. Also, let's see what we have here. Another topic. R-Truth. He's gonna be hosting the 2020 WWE Slammy Awards next week. Congrats to him on that. He's still a 24/7 champ, by the way. 48/7, 7-Eleven, I-95 style, 24/7 champ. So congrats to R-Truth hosting the 2020 Slammy Awards. And that's the best news there is to that. And that's all there is to it. Other news. Thiago Santos proposed to his girlfriend, the UFC fighter, Yana Kunitskaya. Congrats to them on their engagement showcase. Sure is. Best news yet right there, everybody. And that's all there is for that. Other news, now we get into Jason Garrett has COVID, and I know he's a former Cowboys coach. He's the Giants offensive coordinator coach, but he'll be offensive coordinator. He will be going virtual from the as offensive coordinator. So not looking good for Jason Garrett, and honestly, not looking good there, and that's not gonna look good for there. That's all there is to say on that note. So Jason Garrett's got COVID. He's gonna be in isolation. and he may make close contact. So he's on the COVID reserve list. He's isolation for now. He's going to wait test results, and clearly this is not looking good there. I can tell you that right now, everybody. So that's not going to look good. I will say right now, everybody. I'll say that for sure, everybody. It's not looking good. So not looking on that note. Also, another news that Deshaun Watson and some of his teammates could be in peril, despite the fact they may have violated COVID-19 protocols, despite the fact that Deshaun Watson and some of his teammates opened up Deshaun Watson's. They launched Deshaun Watson's restaurant, Let These Cheesecake, and honestly, this is violation of COVID-19 protocols, and this could result in a fine, loss for draft pick, and also they could pretty much face disciplinary action from that, and that's not looking at. And Deshaun Watson, they weren't violating COVID-19 protocols, but the pictures, they're just lies. They're lies. Yeah, even though Deshaun Watson's members were there, his close ones were there, his interest was there, but clearly he may have broken COVID-19 protocols, and there's going to be repercussions for that, Deshaun Watson. Even though your Texans are terrible, they used to be good, but they're terrible, by the way. I can tell you that. They're still terrible, not looking good there on that part. But Deshaun Watson, not looking good. They're really not looking good, right? They're really not looking good there. So you were 6 feet away, and you clearly broke COVID-19 protocols. But if it says again, you're going to don't say I told you so, because you get fined for violating COVID-19 protocols for launching a restaurant. And some of your teams were there. So you got Roderick Johnson, Brandon Cooks, Duke Johnson, Titus Howard, got Charles Omanau. So clearly, yeah, not looking good there. So what can I say for Deshaun Watson? And the repercussions waiting from that. So you gotta learn from your mistakes. So careful there. Be very, very careful. It's not looking good there. Not looking good there. I will say that for sure. Not looking good, Deshaun Watson. So there's a bit of a red flag there. I can tell you that much. So not looking good there. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it right there for the Khalil Sports Board. Let's subscribe to the Khalil Sports Board YouTube channel, Facebook, by any and all means necessary. Please let me know what your thoughts and reactions of Ben Simmons being a available trade package for the Rockets to try to get James Harden traded. Let me know about that in the comment section. I'll address what you think it's going to go to the Sixers, the Nets. You think it's going to go to James Harden could go to Celtics, Heat. Let me know about that. I'll address sponsor everybody on that as well. Read thoughts on Archer being the 24/7 champ hosting the 2020 Slammy Awards. Let me know about the comments. I'll address sponsor for everybody on that as well. What are your thoughts on, Cody and Brandi announcing an announcement that they've had that no one saw coming, that they are going to have their first kid, baby New Year 2021. To the boy or to the girl, let me know about in the comment section. I'll address sponsor for sure everybody that as well. Congrats to them as well for that, everybody. And that story announcement. You think it's going to lead to retirement? Let me know for sure in the comment section. I'll address sponsor for sure everybody as well. Also, Thiago Santos proposing to Yana Kunitskaya. Congrats to them as well on their Against Reach showcase. That's all you guys do, everybody. Wait, also Jason Garrett out with COVID. Even though he's going to be in isolation. That's about that. I'll just want to that. What are your thoughts on Jarvis Landry calling Marcus Pierce a coward for to try to spit on him? Let me know about that. I'll just want to share everybody on that as well. That's all there's to it. We thought that we were because it's going to be awaiting Deshaun Watson and 17 minutes despite the fact that they launched Deshaun Watson's restaurant, Lefty's Cheesecake. What are your thoughts about that? I'll just want to share everybody. So there's for that. We have my breaking news and times level. Next time, I'm a whole lot more on the Khalil Sports Win. All things sports, everything you need to know. So that's all there's. So take care, you guys. You guys have a good evening. Please be safe out there. Happy Merry Christmas. Happy holidays out there. Please be safe out there. And that's all there is to it. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye. Be safe. Bye-bye. really, really.